Hi, I'm Robert Wells, and this is my informative speech for Professor Zlayton. Uh, uh, Professor, today I'd like to pass along some information on an organization that is one of the most amazing organizations I've ever had a chance to be with. How many organizations do you know are comprised of senators, Olympians, astronauts, and people who have achieved some of the most miraculous things in business and the arts and finance throughout the United States? This organization has been recognized by presidents and even internationally by members of the United Nations. The organization, like any other organization, has been scrutinized in the past for various and sundry things that have not been real pleasant. Catholic Church has issues. Various organizations, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, have issues. But this particular organization has been responsible for molding some of the brightest young minds in America today. That organization is the Boy Scouts of America. And I am an Eagle Scout with 2 palms, and I'm proud to say that 3 out of the 5 individuals that sat on my review board for Special Agent, United States Coast Guard Intelligence Division, were Eagle Scouts themselves. And I'm not going to say that had anything to do with my getting in, but it very well may have. One of the reasons that I chose the Boy Scouts of America as an organization to talk about on my information speech is that we've just gone over 100 years. And this book called the National Eagle Scout Association's 100 Years of Eagle Scouts outlines thousands of Eagle Scouts that have been put out throughout the years, throughout the last 100 years of the Boy Scouts of America history. You can find this information at www.nesa.org. The book is fascinating. It has Senators Sam Nunn and Dick Lugar have made some opening comments. But what I really want to talk about are just a few short things. Creating and molding the minds of the youth of America in order to prepare them to be the leaders of tomorrow. These future leaders that are being exposed to everything from nature, conservation, the need for clean air. When you take a look at the Boy Scout motto, be prepared, it's something we should all be. When you take a look at their slogan, do a good turn daily, wouldn't it be nice if we all did that? They have 12 points that they like to exercise, and they talk about it whenever they come in. They raise their hands and they say a scout will be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. These 12 ideals are the foundation of this organization. I have another something that goes along. You ask for academic sources. I believe that both of these texts go a long way to continue training and educating our future leaders of tomorrow in the Boy Scouts of America. I've received Boys Life ever since I was 12 years old, and now my son Eric receives it as well. Boys Life is gives the young people of today, these young boys and girls, a chance to really keep up with some of the challenges in our society today. They don't just talk about mountaineering and scouting. They talk about some of the things that you as a young person need to look at in your life. Things that you as a young person need to consider in your academic career, in your working effectively with others, in just treating the environment well. It also talks about some of the hazards that these young people face today. And those hazards are very difficult for even parents to talk about sometimes. Bringing up information on some of the abuse that can be put forward to young people today in the sex slave trade. Difficult situations like that, they synthesize it to an understandable mode where the children can really get a chance to know what to look out for, know that when they're out and about today, be it at the mall or just walking the neighborhoods, they should be in groups. So these safety and security issues are are absolutely wonderful. And again, Boys Life is also found at the www.nesa webpage. And even if your kids aren't in Boy Scouts, highly recommend this particular manual for his or her development in their not just in school but in their general life. So one of the things that I want to bring all of this together as is that when you take a look at this organization and the amazing accomplishments that some of these young people have achieved, not just in their youth, but now later on in business, in science and technology, I think we need to re-examine this organization, re-examine its role in our society, and the importance of organizations like the Boy Scouts of America that really build an incredible base for these young people to have the best chance possible to succeed in their lives, both at home, with family, and in business, in career, and in the way they live their lives. The philosophy of giving back to the community around you is at the core of this organization. And I can speak for myself that if it hadn't been for the Boy Scouts, I may not have had the amazing career that I've had today. I may not have had the perspective that I've enjoyed in my global travels, giving back to the world around me. If it wasn't for the Boy Scouts, I don't think I would have had a lot of the abilities to deal effectively with moral and ethical challenges that have come up even in my adult life. These books, once again, are testament to just exactly what this organization's accomplishments have been over a 100-year span and what they expect to achieve 100 years into tomorrow. So I would ask you to take this information that I've given you, consider putting your children into an organization like this. It's fun, it's exciting, and they learn so very much on all levels of life. Thank you.